One thing's for sure and two things for certain. I'm back into my parking spot, and I'm gonna be close to the exit. If you know, you know. Happy first Saturday of 2026. And if you're following the 13-month, 28-day cycle calendar, you know that we started the year on a Thursday, which also means that we're starting every 28-day cycle is going to start on a Thursday, which also means the weekend is in the beginning of the week, which also means we're going to do the adult admin things and still have a good weekend. So today, child, firstly, I think we already discussed yesterday and all the car issues there. Let me tell y'all something. When God has a message for you, He will make sure you hear Him loud and clear. So this past week, my car was giving me troubles starting. Like, it would just stall as I'm trying to start my car. Last night, I was getting ready to go to church, right? My car did not want to start at all. Like, at all. Like, at all. And I'm like, oh, okay. Luckily, we had a guest at the home. He was able to check it out. He was going to bring jumper cables in the morning. So I don't panic. I just go back to my room. I have a little dance party. I just sit in my own energy. And then something in me calls me to clear space on my phone. I'm clearing space on my phone. I'm clearing contacts. I'm clearing locations. I'm clearing space on my phone. And that's not something I would typically do, right? But I felt like that was the thing. That was the leap I needed to make. So then today, he comes over, uses the jumper cables to just give my car a little boost, and it instantly works, right? Mind you, prior to that, he noticed that there was corrosion around the black side of the battery. So when it came time to go to AutoZone just now and test the battery, literally, the guy at AutoZone tested my battery. He's like, your battery's just fine. Like, literally, your battery's just fine. There's no need to replace it. And, typically, they be trying to upsell. Like, they want you to get something. But he let me know, like, he tested the battery and let me know your battery is fine. You probably just have, 9 times out of 10, it's because these cables are dirty. So he sprayed the stuff to clean it. And I'm like, God, wow. Mind you, I have been spending all this time this month decluttering. So that's not too abnormal for me to hear. I have just been spending a lot of time making space and decluttering. And to know that my car, the battery of my car, there's nothing wrong with it. It just needed to be cleaned. There needed to be space made so that it could function properly. God, if that's not a complete reflection of what 2025 was for me, I don't know what. But what I do know is that when God has a message for you, He will make sure that you hear Him loud and clear. Do you hear me? So whatever things are happening in your life right now, make sure you're listening, because God is speaking. God is always moving. And that this morning, I was so ready to have to buy a new battery, because I was just sure. I was just so sure that it was my battery needing to be replaced. No. There's nothing wrong with the vessel. There's nothing wrong with the vessel because God designed it. But you have to clear. You have to constantly audit. You have to be constantly checking to make sure that you are clear and clean to receive the proper instructions to do what you need to be doing so you can function properly. Because a lot of times we end up just gunked up, we end up gunked up with stuff, and that just happens over time. It's natural, but you have to have a process of cleaning and cleansing your vessel, your battery, like genuinely, the fact that was it, and I did and I have to replace my battery, it's blowing my mind. It is blowing my mind. So, I mean, I'm grateful. I'm grateful that God used this moment, that God used the stillness of last night to give me that word. So that's why I was like, let me document this on this January 1st of 2026, because if you know me, you know I stay right here in this front seat. I stay driving. So for me to ever be in a position to where I can't get to where I need to go is very abnormal. For me to not spend my New Year's, at church, well, for me to spend my New Year's at home is very abnormal. But God had a message for me that I would not have gotten in church. It had to be in my circumstance. And let this also be your reminder that you can encounter God in your everyday. God is not only in the church. The kingdom resides within us. All right? The Holy Spirit resides within us. Do not ever forget that. I love you guys. Be safe. I have one more light on my car that needs to be rectified. So that will be rectified today. And it's honestly low-key something that's probably long overdue. I documented it a little bit on Instagram, but I was having some tire trouble last year. And by the time I got all those things situated, like the tire that I got fixed is no longer showing up on my tire monitor. And I have been ignoring that since April of 2025, and I can no longer ignore that, because the reality is, what if that is the tire that is not fine? And I just don't know. So we're gonna go to Discount Tire and get that taken care of. But firstly, we're going to go to Kroger to return this pancake mix. Firstly, shout out to Kroger, because they be putting stuff in your receipts that you need to know. One second, let me take a sip of tea. That's good. So there was a recall on the protein pancake mix that I was buying. And there was a time where I bought something from Kroger, and then, I use my Kroger card, like, faithfully. Like, listen, I'm a girl when it comes to an account and codes and purchase history. I'ma sign up. If I can sign up, I'ma sign up. So Kroger alerted me on one of my receipts that there was a recall on an item that I purchased. And I stopped using the item, but I never returned it. And I was supposed to have been returned it. So I'm about to return it right now. It's been months, but who cares? I have the receipt and I have the item, and I'm just gonna return it. Because I do want to get back to making my breakfasts again. And I love a good pancake or a good waffle. But I can't do that with the stuff I have now. So yeah, I'm gonna take care of that. And then I'm also going to go to the Apple store so they can fix this iCloud situation once and for freaking all. Because it does not make sense for me to have all this iCloud storage, and then still have iCloud storage problems whenever I'm trying to upload something or edit something. I don't like that. And then on top of that, like, I was trying to delete like some text threads, like old text threads, just clearing space on my phone, like clearing space, and it was not deleting these text messages. So I'm gonna just pull up on Apple today and be like, hey, look, partner, I know my phone is like 12 updates behind, and that could be the issue, but I have that issue because I have a storage issue that y'all ain't fixed yet. So we're gonna fix that. We're gonna do all of our adult admin things today. It's Saturday, it's the middle of the week. It's not the weekend, it is the middle of the week. This is the new 28-day cycle that I'm following. So my weekends will consist of responsibilities, okay? And yeah, that's just what this looks like, which also means that the weekend is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and that's gonna be interesting. Also, knowing that this year started on a Thursday, and I think I may have asked this already, but I'm gonna ask it again. What color, number, and I'm gonna add texture do you feel like Thursday is? I feel like Thursday is green, like an emerald green, like a pure green. It is the number 7. And the texture, it's a soft texture, but it's soft and sturdy, like kind of like corduroy. That's what I feel like Thursday is, as a day, as an energy, and as honestly a beginning of a year. So, this is Ebony signing off. Diaries of a girl just learning to be seen. Have a good day. And what did the high priestess Solange say? Protect your neck or give invitation. Random thought I just started having, like, because I have so much clothes to declutter, like so much clothes to declutter, and the natural instinct, because a lot of it is really good quality stuff, the natural instinct is to, like, not my natural instinct, but I feel like in my brain I'm combating a voice that's saying, girl, why don't you just open up a Depop and sell this? And I'm like, please. Pesky little survival mode noise in my head. I am not motivated by money. I have never been motivated by money. I am motivated by freedom. Okay? And the path of least resistance is for me to simply, and that's going to be tomorrow's adulting task, is for me to simply get these clothes in one spot, fold them up, categorize them, and then take them to every secondhand shop that I can to either get rid of them and get whatever store credit. I don't even really care about the store credit. I'm just trying to get rid of them. I want these clothes to be rehomed, but I don't want to sell them. I want to give them away. So I understand that Depop and all that is a thing, and it is a path, but that's if I genuinely wanted to sell clothes. I don't want to sell clothes. I want to give these things away. I want them to have a new home, a new story, a new experience, and I don't need profit from them. I need the space from them. I don't want to ever see that much clothes in my possession again if I don't have the space to house it. So yeah, I say all that to say everybody is not motivated by money. Some people are motivated by freedom, and those are the people that are like me. So if that resonates with you, then I hope you stick around. I hope you stay here, because a lot of what my life looks like is embodying the freedom that Christ died for. He died so I could be free. He died so my consciousness can get to the point that it is now, Christ consciousness, to where I can continue to grow in the embodiment of that freedom. And that's it. So we're at Discount Tire, about to get a new sensor on my back rear right side tire, because that's been going on since April of 2025, and I just didn't feel like dealing with it. But today we're dealing with it, and it's gonna be done. In his name, amen. Truthfully, my favorite type of car service is when I get to wait in the car. Also, let's listen to the ASMR of Discount Tire.
Do you have the wheel lock?
Oh, yes. I found the wheel lock. Don't try to play me. I knew where it was. And for some reason, I have this habit of looking in other places when I can't find something, when I know it's in a certain place and I think it's not there. It was literally there. It was in the same place I started looking. I just didn't dig deep enough. That's a word for somebody. Mind your business. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Yeah. That sensor on and popping. So we are now leaving Discount Tire. It is 5:42 and I have not eaten yet. I know. I hear you yelling at me. I'm just a girl who has an interesting appetite. I have lived very big back for a very long time. And with that being said, my appetite has just been trying to get to a state of equilibrium. I know that a lot of that has to do with me and my habits. And I'm going to have to, not necessarily force feed myself, but like I'm gonna have to be more intentional about having a routine eating schedule. I just do not have that right now. I eat when I'm hungry, and I've been hungry since 1 o'clock. And I could have ate before I left the main town, but now I'm in a different side of town. But I am about to eat now. I'm about to go to Chiloso because I just love me some Chiloso. And that just sounds like what I want to eat. So I'm gonna go to Chiloso, and then I'm probably not gonna make it to the Apple store today, you guys. Actually, do I need to go to the Apple store and eat in the mall? Ew, I don't wanna do that. I don't want to do that, but it might, gosh, let me see. It might need to be what gets done. Apple? Oh, the Apple on Knox Street. Or the Apple in the Galleria. See? Y'all, it's either Apple or Apple. Okay. Well, adulting says go to Apple, so we're gonna go to Apple, and then we're going to eat there, I guess. I really just want to go straight to Chiloso. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but that's just not in the cards today. It's just not. And that's gonna have to be okay. That's just gonna have to be okay. Honestly, and this is where I struggle, because the indecision in me is fighting. Like, I just really want to go straight to Chiloso and then sit and then go take care of this Apple situation. But honestly, the fact that it's, what's the real time? 5:23 lets me know that I will probably be running out of time. I actually don't know what time Apple closes. So we do have to take care of this with a sense of urgency. This is me reprogramming my decision with a smile. Because I'm about to be 3 for 3 today. So let me go ahead and just be 3 for 3 today. I returned that recalled pancake mix. I got my back right sensor fixed / replaced, and now I'm going to go to Apple. Honestly, this actually works out, and I really could go to the one off of Knox, because I think the one off of Knox will have food options as well. But I'm gonna just go ahead and go to the one in the Galleria, because I get to get my steps in when I go to the Galleria. I didn't go for a walk today, like outside. So I'm gonna get my steps in at the Galleria. And that honestly works just fine. Okay, you guys, do not follow my example. Do not vlog and drive. I'm vlogging and driving because I have the tools to do so. But don't vlog and drive. Thank you. Y'all, I'm realizing now, I don't think I've ever been to the Dallas Galleria. Because what is going on and where am I? I'm glad I put on my New Balances for this, because apparently this requires a lot of walking. I don't know what's happening. What category would Apple even be on? Wherever it is, it should be at the top of its list, right? It's Apple. 1C. by Macy's. All right. It's on the first floor by Macy's. So I'm leaving Apple. Bro basically told me to delete apps or get a new phone and get out his face. So I deleted Apple Music and I deleted Lightroom. And now I'm able to record again. This is ghetto. I think I'm gonna go back and get myself fitted for a bra and then also buy a new bra. Cause like, Victoria's Secret used to be that girl. And I think, you know, as much as I am like free the tit, all the things, your hair is so pretty. You're welcome. As much as I have been like free the tit and all the things, it's like, I know I need to be an adult and wear adult bras. So I'm gonna use the bathroom and then I'm gonna turn around and then I'm gonna go get fitted for a bra and buy a good, decent bra. Y'all, little titties do not matter. Because where are the A cups? Not an A in sight. I'm genuinely too hungry to be waiting around for no shit like that. I just wanted a bra. But clearly it's gonna be free the tit forever. Forever. This is cool as fuck. Because all I needed was to drink my tea and reapply my lip. Yeah, this is cool as fuck. I like this.